today, you guys, today is Kingston's birthday. My baby is 1. Ah. Just give me a moment while I just gather myself. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, Kingston's birth vlog is here. Alright guys, I am like super excited about this editing and putting together thing I've done. I started this like way back when I started my first YouTube channel, and I'm just now finishing it. So I'm recording the night before Kingston's birthday, so August 3rd, 2020. And oh goodness, my baby is turning 1 tomorrow, you guys. 1 year old. I am like happy, sad. Oh my goodness, like it's been an amazing year. I just cannot begin to explain what God has done in all of mine, Kingston, and BJ's life, and it's just insane. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna start off with the day I found out. I had been at work all day, and I was in a long X-Fix case, which is a back case in neurosurgery. So we were doing this long case. I had lead on all day. I was like tired, exhausted, and I was on my way home, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm supposed to start my menstrual cycle today. And I was like, well, let me stop and pick up something to eat. So I went to the grocery store. I got me a oven, like frozen oven pizza. I got me a jar of pickles because I was really wanting pickles, and I got a pregnancy test. And I went home and I put the pizza in the oven, and I started chowing down on these pickles that I was thinking about all day, and I took a pregnancy test. And for some reason, my gut was telling me, Cassie, record these things. Cassie, just record it. For some reason, like, I feel like you're gonna need it in the future. So, okay, I don't even know if this video is gonna go anywhere or do anything or mean anything. Okay, well, it's been a couple minutes. Let's go see. Like I said, this video may not go anywhere, may not be anything, but oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So BJ, I don't know if he came, I think he came home that night possibly, or maybe he was at work, something. I didn't tell him that night, and I went to work the next day. So I get to work, and I'm in another neuro case, which requires me to be an x-ray. And even though you wear a lead coat to protect yourself, they try to avoid having women who are pregnant in those rooms just because the exposure to radiation. So I was only probably at this point like 5-6 weeks pregnant. I told the charge nurse, and I said, I would so love to be in that case with that doctor today, but I can't. And they're like, why? Since when you don't do neuro? Like, I was a traveler, I did everything. So they're like, since when do you not do neuro? And I was like, oh no, I do neuro, I just can't be an x-ray. And like immediately, if you say that in the OR, everyone knows, oh, you're pregnant. Malfunctions last night, my camera died, and it was already midnight, and I was like, I'm going to bed. So yeah, let's just jump right back into it. At that point, the next video I have to share was the day after, after I had found out already. I went to work all day. Word travels so fast in the OR, word of mouth. When I wasn't in that x-ray case, they were like, you're pregnant, aren't you? So automatically the entire OR knew that I was pregnant. And I just felt sick to my stomach because all these strangers had known and I had not yet told BJ. So I felt sick to my stomach all day. And I got off work and one of my really close friends, since I was really nauseous, drove me to the mall and we went searching for the cutest little outfit to kind of put in a gift box to give to BJ to kind of announce that I'm pregnant and that we're bringing Kingston into the world. So we went there. I got like a gender neutral I love dad onesie with a cute little coat, and I went and stopped on the way home and got 2 pregnancy tests. So I came home, I took those 2 pregnancy tests, and I didn't even wait for them to develop. I threw them into the gift bag and went downstairs and announced to BJ. And here is this clip, and before you guys watch it, like, this is the rawest emotion and I absolutely love it. Kingston, when you watch this in the future, your father adores you. Like, he couldn't be more excited to bring you into the world. That night when I came home from work, he had like 2 pizzas made. He had 2 glasses of wine laid out. Like, he had a table ready for me coming home from work. He sat down, he was like, after we had finished and I was eating the pizza with him, I said, "Are you surprised?" And he's like, so crazy enough, I had a dream last night about it and I couldn't stop thinking about it all day today. And I was literally going to talk to you about when would you want to start a family. Like he said, a serious talk, because we always talked about it, but like a serious talk about when we wanted to start a family. Yeah, so here's a clip. Don't squeeze it. Lay it down flat.
Wait, the phone out.
Just lay down flat and open it.
Can we take you recording? It's a joke. You're lying.
I swear.
You're lying. Are you playing?
I'm not playing.
You are playing.
B. I promise I'm not playing.
You are playing. You are. We got another puppy?
B.
We got a puppy.
I promise you I'm not playing.
You are playing.
I swear I'm not.
You are playing. You are
I swear. What's it say?
You're playing. You're playing.
B, what does it say?
You are playing. You are playing.
You really think I'm joking?
Yes, you're joking. Are you serious?
So once me and BJ knew, I was 5 weeks pregnant at the time, and we started mapping out who we were going to tell and when, and we had to plan a trip to Florida to see my family and tell them in person, and then how we were going to tell his family, and soon enough we came up with a plan. The first people we told was his mom and my sisters. They had came up for Christmas because we were in New Jersey. So they all arrived for Christmas, and we opened our Christmas gifts on my birthday, actually, which was the exact same day I had my first trimester ultrasound. I was 8 weeks at this point, I believe, and it was awesome. I told my family that we had one last gift to go get, so we had to leave for a little bit and then come back. On my birthday, we went to the ultrasound, got pictures, and I had cute little onesies made for my family. Just kind of announced that there was a new little addition coming, and we told them. Okay, so there's a rule to this gift.
Thank you guys so much.
When you open this gift, you cannot pay attention to anyone else's gift. You can't look at mom opening hers. You have to open your gift.
Why?
Don't pay attention to mom. Just open your own gift. And then we all have to open it at the same time.
Okay.
Okay?
Gracias.
Is this what y'all went and got?
Everything. Thank you.
Just
I mean, I'm saying, is this...
Just open it. Wait, don't open it yet.
I'm not opening.
Miss Myra?
You can take it to her.
She's like, Lord, I waited 4 hours for this.
our stomachs eating our backbones, and this is what it comes down to.
Oh, get the tape off first. Go ahead, get the tape
Yeah,
off.
take it off, but you're gonna have to rip it all at the same time.
Hey,
I can't. Wait, don't open it. Just get the tape off. I'm bad at getting tape off without. Just rip the sides.
just come underneath.
Okay, I got it.
Here.
Okay, is everyone ready?
Are you ready? Look, you have the same look on your face that I do. Like, I
Ready?
have no idea.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, Mama, yeah, Mom. I knew it! I absolutely knew it! I knew it! That's why you went to the doctor the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I knew it!
Told everyone. This is cute. Jairus, no this.
No, no.
You guys are the first to know.
Well, thank you for allowing us to be that. I knew it! I just knew it.
We were so extremely grateful to be able to tell them in person, and we had planned to do that with all of our families since this moment was so special with us. So the next trip we made was flying down to Florida, and at this point we told our family previously, his mom, my sisters, my mom, that they couldn't tell anyone until we kind of made the announcement to everyone else in person. So while we were in Florida, we told my grandmother, my great-grandmother, which was living at the time, and my dad and my brother and my grandmother on my dad's side. So we all were able to tell them in person, and I'm so extremely grateful and blessed to be able to do that. Here are some of the clips though.
Best gift ever.
Wait a minute, please. Good Lord.
What do I need a onesie for?
Look at the other
Keep
one.
going.
You pregnant?
Yeah.
Aww, look at that. We got a little bun in the oven.
I love that.
Honey, say hey to the camera.
Well, I brought you
She's got some pictures.
a picture to put on your fridge. You know you put pictures on your fridge all the time?
Yep, I still do.
I brought you one.
You're pregnant. You didn't think I'd know what it was.
No, I knew you knew.
Is it a girl or a boy?
We find out in a couple weeks.
Huh?
We find out in a couple weeks.
It's gonna be a girl. There's nothing but girls in this family
Oh
Not the girls
goodness.
in my family.
with bad attitudes. So.
Yeah? Do you know what it is? Really? Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna cry. Cassidy. Golly, I'm gonna cry. Come on, give me a hug. Oh my God.
Yeah, everyone going at the same time.
Seth, do you know what it says? I don't know. It says uncle. Do you know what an uncle is? Yeah. What's an uncle? Your mom.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
No, that means Cassidy's having a baby and you're the uncle. Cassidy's pregnant. Yeah, she's having a baby.
Y'all, my brother is a trip. Like, he's 10 now, but oh my gosh, he's so funny. Our next ultrasound was, I believe, at around 10 weeks. and we got to see the cutest little profile. Like, at first Kingston was just a little nugget. That the 10 weeks he was like big, he had a cute little profile, you could see his face, he was moving, he was waving. And we had got blood work done at 10 weeks to check for chromosomal abnormalities and for the gender, and that had not come back yet. While I was watching my ultrasound being done, she was asking if we'd known, and I was like, no, we were waiting on the blood work to come back. And she's like, oh, you guys want it to be a surprise? And I was like, no, we'll find out once the blood work comes back. And then I saw it, and she did too, and I was like, oh goodness, well, I think I just saw what it was anyway. And she said, oh, you weren't wanting to find out? And I was like, nope, that's fine. So I turned my head for the rest of the ultrasound, and she's like, well, just wait till the blood work comes back to be surprised. And I already knew it was a boy anyway, but BJ had not known, and I was just smiling and confirming that that was in fact what it was. He was a boy. Thank goodness BJ caught this footage of Kingston at our first ultrasound.
There's your baby. There's legs and feet up there. There's an arm up in the air. Hey.
Little man staying still.
There's the heart beating.
And then we got the blood work back to absolutely confirm that it was a boy. And here's us opening that. Open it! Wait, you don't open it. It's a boy! I told you.
Now we got 2 girls and a boy in the house. In the house.
Yay! And this shows that I'm low risk, 1 in 10,000 for chromosomal abnormalities. And it's a boy! So really my pregnancy was amazing. Delivery was amazing. The only thing that was so difficult for me was that the first 3 months, literally first 13 weeks, at 14 weeks I started feeling better. I was nauseous and sick the entire time. I ended up losing like 12 pounds and it was just miserable. I told BJ on multiple occasions that if this is how I'm going to be for the rest of the pregnancy, I don't want any more kids. Like, this is terrible. I could barely function, barely go to work. That was amazing. After that, I worked up until about 30 weeks. And of course, BJ's season ended in January, and I traveled with BJ back and forth. We came to North Carolina. We went to back to Jersey to train. We came to North Carolina to do some family stuff, some vacations and whatnot. And yeah, it was all around great. It was summer. I loved the heat. My belly was out. I was enjoying myself. Like, it was amazing. Come 32 weeks, I believe, I woke up one night with some what they call Braxton Hicks contractions, which are like false contractions, but I was in fact in preterm labor. So I woke up around 2, called my doctor in New Jersey. I was in North Carolina at the time, and kind of like told him what was going on. He was like, definitely go in. So I went in, but come to find out I was in so much pain. I was dilated to 1 centimeter in a phasing, so they gave me some medication to stop the contractions, kind of ease my pain a little bit, and we waited out the entire day. Y'all, I was there for like 8 to 10 hours. No shower, no food, on this monitor. I couldn't get up. I was like, oh my gosh, this is miserable. Like, this is terrible. The contractions eventually stopped, thank God, because Kingston was only like 2 or 3 pounds at this point. And I ended up going home, and no other scares for the rest of the pregnancy. The day, which was actually yesterday, a year ago, the day that I went into labor, well, early that morning. So August the 3rd last year, we had a family day with the Giants, which was incredible. It's where like all the families, the faculty, the coaches, the players, they all come together and kind of have this, the owners of this big carnival where everyone kind of gets to fellowship, enjoy food, enjoy each other, enjoy some time together before we like kick off the season, which is so incredibly awesome. So your girl was walking around eating all the food trucks. buffalo mac and cheese, give me the cheese fries, give me the ice cream sandwiches, Kit Kats, hot dogs, pizza. I was eating everything, y'all. Everything. We were walking all day in the heat, and I was there to watch BJ practice, and come to the end of the day, I was feeling great. I was full. I was like, oh, I'm ready to go home and go to bed. But we went home later that night, and BJ's mother and his sister and his niece and nephews were there visiting for the family day to enjoy it along with us. And later that night, we went to bed. I caught this incredible video of Kingston moving around in my stomach. You guys just watch this. It is kind of weird, graphic-y a little, but check it out.
Hey. Rosie.
You guys, my nugget was moving so much. He was so happy with all the food I was eating. Later that night, I went to bed. I woke up around like maybe 2:30, and started having those same feelings that I was having back in North Carolina. I couldn't shake them. I was up back and forth to the bathroom. I was swaying in bed. I couldn't go back to sleep, which they say if you have Braxton Hicks, Rosie, Jesus, you'll be able to go back to sleep. My Braxton Hicks felt the exact same as labor. They were irregular. They weren't a certain number apart. They weren't decreasing. They were increasing. Like, they were all over the place. So I eventually, I guess, woke BJ up around, sadly, maybe like 4, 5, with like the pain I was in. I wasn't trying to wake him up, but it just happened. And he said, babe, are you okay? Like, what's going on? I'm like, no, I'm in like a pretty big amount of pain. He's like, do you want to go to the hospital? And I was like, no. You know, I was really traumatized by that preterm labor. One, because I don't want to be in the hospital all day. I don't mind hospitals, needles, blood, stuff like that doesn't bother me. But like, I personally don't want to be stuck in a bed all day, in a box. I just don't want to do it. So I labored through. I pushed through till maybe like 5. And then I was like, this isn't stopping. It's getting worse. It's getting stronger a little bit. Or maybe I just couldn't take it anymore. So I looked at BJ and I said, babe, it's time to get up. You need to get up. We need to go. And he's like, are you sure? Like, I was pacing in the room, like going back and forth. And he's like, are you sure, you know, like, you don't want to stay there like you did last time? And I'm like, listen to me. Let's go. Get ready, get up, let's go right now. So that's what we did. He went and woke up his mom down the hall. We already had my bags packed, all the Kingston stuff prepared. So we packed everything up. It took all I had, y'all, to brush my teeth, wash my face, and put some clothes on. We headed down the road 20 minutes to go to the hospital. And when we got in the car, we were timing my contractions a little bit, and they were like half a minute apart for like a minute. And it was about 45 seconds to a minute. So I was like, Miss Meyer, can you call my mom? Like, let her know I'm actually in labor. And my mom was just getting off of work that morning. And she's like, all right, I'm on my way. We were at the hospital, and y'all, the hospital I worked at while I was there traveling was the same hospital I planned on delivering at. So I knew the anesthesia staff. We got there. They, in fact, found out that I was 5.5 centimeters and 80% of phase and ready to have this baby. Y'all, look at how much pain I was in.
You're doing good.
There's no way I could do it. When I first got there, I was in so much pain I almost threw up. When they were checking me and everything, I was like, there's no way I can do this without an epidural. Absolutely no way. As I'm walking to my delivery suite, I pass the best Dr. Kumar anesthesiologist I've ever met in all my traveling ever met. And I was like, Dr. Kumar, please tell me you're putting epidurals in right now. And she's like, are you ready? Like, Cassie, is that you? Are you ready to have this baby? I'm like, girl, let's go. Let's go. Sweetest woman on earth. So incredibly amazing at her job. She walked me into the room and immediately, before the nurse could do anything or prepare me, gave me that epidural, which was amazing, as you can see.
How do you feel after that shot?
Great.
Uh-huh.
After I got the epidural, y'all, I was a totally different person. Smooth sailing, couldn't feel anything. I'm like, oh, yeah, I could have a trillion babies after this. I ended up getting settled around 7, 8 with having the epidural and just let my body kind of do the rest. It did slow down the process a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I started feeling lower back pain because he was face down. So I started feeling lower back pain as he was like getting ready to come out of the canal. Around 3 o'clock, 2:30, they came in, they said there's like 3 women ready to deliver at the same time as you. So how are you feeling? Like, do you feel like you need to push? I was like, nah, I feel good. Just a lot of pressure, but we'll be all right. I mean, if all else fails, he's going to make his way out anyway. So she went and delivered the rest of the women and then came back. And yeah, she's like, oh, are you ready to push? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, yeah, let's do it. And literally pushed for maybe 15 minutes. And Kingston made his appearance on August 4th, 2019 at 3:23 p.m. So Kingston, it is your first birthday, and I just wanted to say a little bit to you, kind of if you watch this in the future, or to you now, I guess. Mommy loves you so, so, so much. You light up my world, and I do everything for you. You are the reason I get up in the morning. You are my motivation to get things done, and I will never ever get tired of seeing your smiling face, hearing you laugh, being in your presence. Never. There is nothing, anything in this world you could do that would make me love you any less than I do today or any other day until I leave this earth. I love you so, so, so much. You make me so proud, and you are the smartest boy, and I cannot take half of the credit for it because, like, God's got you, and the incredible things you're learning is just the blessings God put upon your life, and it's only going to increase from here. And I just cannot wait to see where he takes you, and I pray that I'm along to see it as long as I possibly can. I love you so, so, so much. Happy birthday, Stink. I can't wait to spend many more with you.
It's August 4th. On this day, a year ago, Kingston was born. Happy birthday to Kingston. I'm not there right now to be there for your birthday, but Daddy loves you, and he can't wait to see you. You're the best 1-year-old anybody can ever ask for. You make our life so much easier, and we're so happy to have you in our life. We're so excited every time you wake up and see that beautiful smile of yours, and you just excite us every day when we see you. We love you. Happy birthday, hey, to my boy Kingston. Happy birthday, Kingston. Hey, hey, happy birthday, Kingston. Kingston. But yeah, peace. Love you.
Okay, guys, end of the video. Thank you so very much for joining me and being in this experience with me. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.